Hello and welcome to this late morning taste challenge. We have two Irish blended whiskeys. This is one of the class of Bushmills Black Bush, introduced in 1980 as a line extension. It's aged 8 years in ex-oloroso sherry casks and ex-bourbon casks, running about $30. They're showing a drawing of the Bushmills Distillery in County Antrim, Northern Ireland, at the very top of Ireland. Okay, they've been having a license to this, not they, the company, but there has been a license to distill in that county since 1608. But the Bushmills brand was actually not introduced till 1786, and this Bushmills Black 1980. All right. Two Gingers, Kilbeggan County Distilling Company. So this is from Kilbeggan Distillery. There's the Irish flag and the Irish Republic. This is not from Northern Ireland. It's from the main part of Ireland. The glare is kind of bad, but there's two ladies on the drawing. The guy that started this company, he wanted to do the double thing, so he double distilled it and named it after two women who were his aunt and his mother, both of whom had red hair, ginger hair. Okay, two gingers, two distillations. I've never had any of the Kilbeggan brands, but I've had products of Kilbeggan. This one, and then I've got another bottle with the exact same cap design. It's got to be from, and the bottle design is similar, nearly the same, called Doohan. So I'm thinking it's from Kilbeggan. So they probably produce a lot of what you call off brands. I don't like to use that term. Just alternative brands from their main production, and that's not unusual for any liquor company. It's actually the norm. Okay. Oh, I forgot the glasses. I'll be right back. Thought I had them in my hand. I thought I had brought them in here in my hand with the other of these, but I didn't. I dropped one and broke one the other day. I was trying to grab too many things. It slipped and broke. I said, oh, trying to save time by grabbing everything at once, and I ended up wasting time. Got my labels. So two gingers, $15.99 at Total Wine and More. The price has not changed since I bought it nearly a year ago. 6 months ago, not a year ago. You can check Total Wine on what they sell in Black Bush. I paid $30, like 30. It was like $30.10, some odd price like that, but it was about $30. It's going up to $33.49, so it's going up a little bit, but you come out better getting the handle because it's $53.99. $53.99 divided by the 1750 milliliters times 750. So you end up didn't do that right. $53.99 divided by 1750 times 750. Oh, I'm typing it wrong. 1750 times 750. Sorry about this. 23.14. Yeah, so if you buy the big bottle, it's like you bought the regular bottle for $23.14. So it's always better if you're going to use it. Now, if it's something you think, oh, it's going to be terrible, I'm scared to buy it. Well, yeah, don't buy it. But usually they're not going to be bad, and then you're going to save a lot of money. If you consider you're going to drink them and taste challenge them or whatever, buy the handles because you're going to come out ahead, assuming you can afford it, which in the long run you will. Okay. cork, but it's that pressboard cork, like little chips of cork pressed together with some kind of resin, but that's cool. Is cork better than twist cap? I don't know the science. I don't know if it's better or worse, or it doesn't matter. My experience is that it doesn't matter. I mean, it looks nicer, but as far as taste, I hadn't seen any difference. And that's the truth. Okay, so Black Bush, want to be careful not to waste it, but I hate to see it go away. Oh, I'm down to 40%. Oh, it's got to go away sometime. I can't have my cake and eat it too. I mean, I want to drink all the whiskey, but then I want it all to still be there. I want to eat all my cake and then still have it in the cake plate. But I don't think that really works, except in a fantasy world. Okay, it's amber. Are they adding coloring? After 8 years, maybe, but maybe it would get that kind of color. I don't know. This is so pale. Kilbeggan, I don't think they're adding color in 4 years, but I just don't know. Glenglassaugh, so Scotch got coming up. I did a solo review, recorded, hadn't been posted yet. Single malt. This is an interesting product. Highland single malt Scotch, aged in ex-Tennessee whiskey barrels. How you like that? 50% alcohol, 100 proof. Whoa, been on the market about 11 years. Yeah, 11 years since 2012. It says no coloring. The color is natural and no chill filtering. So it says it on the bottle. No chill filter. So it's not filtered, and it's not colored. Now, does that make it better? You'll have to watch the review to find out. Just in my experience, it hasn't really seemed to make a difference. But hey, I'm not a production person. I don't make whiskey. I don't make wine. I don't make beer. I drank it. But to say I know a lot about the technical aspects, I admittedly don't. And I'm always trying to learn, and I'm trying to be open-minded. Yeah, it smells like sherry. Now, have I ever had Oloroso sherry? Maybe in a blend, like sherries that are blended, but specific Oloroso only sherry, wouldn't say I've had that. But I've had enough sherry. It smells like that. Ex-bourbon, perhaps, probably, yeah. The charred oak. And just overall fullness of nose, like dark grains, like heavily roasted grains. They're probably not really that heavily roasted at all, but I just get that thinking, Oh, and one more thing. Got to put this in the notes. It's very important. Let me take this nose here. Kind of flat on the nose, not a lot going on. So nothing happening there. That cannot be the Black Bush. I forgot the Black Bush is a different blend ratio. Black Bush is 20-80. You say, well, what does that mean? Most blended whiskeys are 80-20, 80% grain whiskey, whether it's the United States, typically using unaged grain spirits, Canada, aged grain spirits, Ireland, Scotland, both the same. But it usually be like 80% grain whiskey and 20% single malt whiskey. In the United States, it would be like straight whiskey, bourbon, for instance. Doesn't have to be bourbon. They could use straight corn whiskey. They could use straight wheat whiskey. But I don't think too many inexpensive, I don't think they got too many $7 American blended whiskeys using straight rye whiskey and straight wheat. But I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they don't, just based on cost. Corn is the cheapest, so be straight bourbon. Okay, because they already got that in production. Let's see. So it's a 20-80 blend ratio. What does that mean? Okay, I'm going to explain that. Unlike most blended Irish whiskeys, the Bushmills Black Bush is 80% single malt. Just malt whiskey, barley malt whiskey, all barley malt from a single distillery. Only 20% is grain whiskey. Could be from one of the big grain whiskey distilleries. It wouldn't really matter because usually it's odorless and colorless, and they just require to age it for 3 years in barrels. Now the barrels might just be neutral in their flavor, like no char, just a barrel, an oak barrel. So, but it does have to be aged 3 years. It cannot be raw like in the USA. So the USA, you get some interesting flavors. Let's say that. Let's say it like that. Interesting flavors. Let's go with the taste. Cheers. I really think the Black Bush is gonna kill the rate. The two gingers. It's twice the price. Twice the price. Over twice the price. Mm-hmm. Caramel, rich oak, ex-bourbon charred ex-bourbon barrels. The sherry, some residual sherry. I don't have any sherry in my house, but I like to get some more, you know. But full, and it's only 80 proof. It's not cheating, if you want to say that word. That's not right to say that, but cheating like with the proof. It's not amped up just with the alcohol level. What a great product. It is the best value on the market now. $33.49. Is that a good deal? Is anything a good deal in this inflationary age? No. But perhaps you might shop around and find Bushmills Black Bush down to just $29.99. Chances are that will never happen. But it's not totally outside the realm of possibility. But really, when you think about it, do you ever see Bushmills Black Bush on a discount, or they say in England on offer, or Wales on offer, or on sale? No. If you see Bushmills on sale, you know it's always the white label. But you might run across it for that, you know, a discount. But I wouldn't look for that. You might be looking for a long time. Two gingers. Yeah. There's that look. Whoop. It's so fast. A little whiff of peat. Oh, and it's just, before you said the word peat, it's gone. You say peat, it's gone. Can't even finish the word. Oh, I think I taste some peat. Can't finish, it's gone. But it's still there. And that's a clue. And I'm gonna use that clue every time. And I don't want to get it wrong anymore. I already got it wrong twice, but that was against some peatier Irish whiskeys, which were unusual, like the Drum Castle. So Drum Castle got me perplexed. So and the Drum Castle was better. That was the funny thing. I couldn't get it right. Not only did I not get it right, the Drum Castle was a better product, even though I got it for $14.99. Now, I don't know if it's that price right now. I got it on sale. But yeah, if you see Drum Castle, start playing the drum. Go inside the castle and buy it because you're going to like it. I think you'll like it. I mean, it's not going to be like, oh, I can't believe Irish whiskey could be this good. It's not going to be anything like that. It's just going to be like, I like this. Like most beers that you try, you know, you just say they're good, you know. But extraordinary, nah. I don't run across that too much. I did a craft beer today from Kansas City, Missouri. 12.2% alcohol, 33 IBUs. Oh, the written reviews were saying 98 out of 100. 99. It's nearly world class. It's unreal. So I was thinking it's going to be so good. That'd be good to pay $14.99 for a 4-pack. But then when I had it, it was disappointing. Had chalkiness in the mouthfeel. I said, well, I didn't pay $14.99 for a 4-pack to get chalkiness in my mouth. That's what I got. I could get that with Earthquake High Gravity, but you know, Earthquake High Gravity is way worse, you know. But obviously, but I don't even see that anymore. I think it's been pulled out of Louisiana market. Thank you, whoever did that, because it did not need to be on our shelves. But it had that chalky thing, you know. The quality was, it was 10%, and couldn't deal with it. I'd rather drink Four Loko. You say, well, that's who makes it. It's made by the people who make Four Loko. I know. They shouldn't make regular beer. They should only make flavored beer. Oh, boy. And at 14%, I can't handle it. But I would try that new one they got out, though. It's in collaboration with a candy company. It's like Four Loko, I don't know what it is, Warheads version. I said, that's crazy. They're so crazy. And that's just not right. But now back to this. There's bread dough in it, honey top, white bread crust, and the bread, the dough baked, not raw, baked. And there's a scintilla of peat. But now you see, if you keep sipping on it, the peat is not there. Now, but the other day when I turned off the video, you know, I turned it off and I took the last sip. I was like, there's the peat. Oh, wait, y'all, it's over. And I couldn't get back on, you know, it was already over. But I was like, oh, the peat came back. So I felt like Petey, who was a pit bull. That was a good dog. Now, that circle around his eye was fake. You know, it was painted on. But he was a nice dog. I remember we used to say, get him, Petey, get him. Tear him up, tear him up. He was attacking that pinata little dummy that they had for the sword fight practice. I said, that pit bull was tearing it up. But he was so nice to the children. And that was in 1929. Oh, but you're not going to beat the Oloroso, the Black Bush. I don't think I ever got it wrong with Black Bush because it's so good. Is it the best Irish whiskey I've ever had? Yes. Easily. You say, well, you never tried Sexton, and I know, not yet. I think I will. I never had Busker triple distilled. I never had Busker single grain. I got them on the shelf. My thinking is they're not going to compete with a Black Bush, but I don't know because I don't know anything about Busker. I don't even know who makes Busker. I hadn't researched it yet because I know it's going to be months, maybe over a year before I get to it. So what's the incentive for researching it? Not much. So anyway, this is a mismatch. $15.99 versus $33.49. Black Bush. Got it. Haha. So not much of an accomplishment, really. So would I pay more for the Black Bush? I would, and I did because I have a bottle that I bought. And I did buy the 2 gingers. Is this a knock against the 2 gingers? No, it isn't. It's $15.99 a bottle, which is literally the cheapest price for any Irish whiskey at Total Wine right now. Total Wine and more. That can change. Oh. They got Kavanaugh on discount right now. Is it $15.99 or $16.99? It's something like, it's low. So you could look into that, Kavanaugh. I don't think Kavanaugh is as good. It's not, but it's not bad. It's nice. It's come from Teeling Distillery. I'm glad I bought it. But I'm so glad I bought the Black Bush. This thing is great. I can't imagine how good the Bushmills specialty editions must be. Can you believe it? I bet they're unreal because, but they're not going to be $30, maybe $50 or $70 or $170. But I can't buy those right. Actually, I could buy them right now, but I'm not going to. I don't want to just waste money. I got too much liquor in the backstock. If you came over here and saw this backstock, you'd be saying, what's going on? Is this some kind of illness or something? I would say this is not an illness. It seems that way. But the reality is that I had a long run. It's kind of petered out, thankfully. But I had a long run of stumbling across extraordinarily low-priced whiskeys and rums and gins and brandies. Well, not so much gin. I don't deal with gin. Rum, brandy, not vodka. I saw some vodka today. It was so low. If I told you the price, you'd say, I'm lying. Okay, I won't tell you the price. For a handle. Almost bought it just to say, I have to see. I have to see what this is like. It's an old brand. Been around since the 30s, 1930s. Used to run magazine ads for it all the time. That's a true story, but I didn't buy it. But I kept stumbling across like $55 whiskey for $17.99. I mean, if I see a $55 whiskey for $17.99, I'm buying it. If I see Jim Beam that's normally $15 for $9.98, I'm gonna get it. If I see well, it goes on and on. I saw Gibson's Finest Rare. It's a handle. I'm talking about a handle. $55 bottle, $55, maybe 48. Maybe you might find it for 48. I doubt it. The handle, not the bottle. The big glass handle with the handle on it. It's so heavy. $9.99. And so, well, I kept running across these deals, so I just got in this frenzy of I gotta buy it, because I got burned too many times in the past where I say, oh, I'll check back later. I'm gonna get that deal later. I'll go back later. Well, you know the answer. It's the deal's gone. And that's the thing. When you see these extremely low prices, literally 70% off or more, a $48 bottle for $9.99. Oh, well, we found Dewar's 12-year handle, not regular bottle, handle. Okay, Dewar's 12-year. Just look up the price. This was 3 years ago. It was $48.99. We got it for $14.99. You heard me right, $14.99. So when you see that in Louisiana, can't speak for other states, you can't resist. Like you say, oh, you just buy it, Now, my friend David's always running across outlandishly low prices at the salvage store for beer, but they're all out of date. Now, Schlitz, Blue Bull, 3 months out of date, in the 40s for, what do you got it for, $1? That's not a problem, because they say on the that should last up to a year after the date, but still don't taste as fresh. He found doggone Hop Slam pints, $1 a can, pint Hop Slam. We talking about 16 ounces. I said, well, I'll get some. They're all out of date. But Hop Slam is 11%, so it holds up. It's not going to go too stale. It'll get a little stale. But he was buying all that stuff the other day. I said, whoa, look at this. But I was telling him, I said, you got all this other out-of-date stuff. I mean, you got this out-of-date stuff you just now bought, which I know he's going to drink. I said, what about these other 50 bottles of stuff that you bought premium in 1996? Not 96, 2016. I'm really getting screwed up in my thinking. 2016, 2015, still, it's going on 10 years, and it's just beer, might be 11 to 12% alcohol. I said, why are you sitting on that? I mean, what are you doing with this? You be buying all this other stuff that you got a good deal on that's out of date, and you got stuff that's, I don't know. I don't care what he does with his beer. I told him that. I don't care. I didn't buy it. I'm not trying to hustle you so I could drink it. I really don't want to drink 10-year-old beer, honestly. We did a few of those recently in the last year, 2022. And I told him, I said, it tastes like old beer. Oh, he didn't like that. I said, well, that's what it tastes like. Like something that's way past what it should have been. I said, you're killing your beers. I said, but do what you want. You got the money. Buy them all. Save them forever. Save them till you're 100. If you live that long. There's the trash company, the garbage company. What do you call it? Waste management company. 2 gingers. I like it. There's that little peaty twinkle. Like, I'm not going to sit up here talking about how awesome it is, but it's really good. Am I a devotee of Irish whiskey? I wouldn't say I'm a devotee of Irish whiskey. It's a little dull, even with the great ones, but it's fine. I think sometimes you get a little tired of all these bold tastes. Like, oh, this bourbon is so intense. Oh, I drank this scotch. It's so intense. Then after a while, when you get used to it, then none of it's intense. And it's like hot sauce. You say, I ain't really impressed with heat anymore. I could drink the stuff out the bottle. I don't even care. I wouldn't say I would do that with Dave's Insanity sauce. But, it becomes like the novelty wears. That's what I'm trying to say. The novelty wears off. So Irish whiskey has a nice place in the whiskey world because it's demure, Can't be in a big rush to drink it. You say, I'm in a rush. I got to have bold flavors. I got to get on this right now. Don't drink Irish whiskey. Drink barrel-proof bourbon. So, but I'm pleased with it. But it can't really compete with Bushmills Black. It does not compete with Bushmills Black. I don't think it's trying to compete with Bushmills Black. Good thing. Now, Proper 12, people saying, asking me, Proper 12, Proper 12. I'm saying yes, yes, yes. I have to get to it. I was going to get to it. I had a plan to get to it, and then I ran across the Busker green label, triple distilled in the what's that color? Maroon. The maroon label, single grain. So that just pushed Proper 12 back to a long time from now, but we will get to it, God willing. But it's just, if anybody wants to see what I bought today, boy, I got a stash today. Earthquake was also pulled from your market too, huh, Hector? I'm glad to hear that. Lucky you. Earthquake. Now you might say, oh, Earthquake, you get so drunk off that. I don't think you'll get drunk off that because it's so bad you can't drink it. You know what I mean? I mean, you could drink it. It's not an F. It's a D or D minus. It's the Four Loko that's not flavored. It's like, this is what Four Loko tastes like when it doesn't have flavoring. And you say, oh, see why they put flavoring. It's just regular beer, all grains, no, sugar or strawberry flavor or black lime flavor. But no, you couldn't get drunk off of it because you could never drink it too fast. I mean, you could drink it over like 6 hours. And by that time, you're only drinking a few ounces per hour because you couldn't tolerate any more of it. There used to be an Earthquake 8%. That disappeared. There was a 12%. That was one of the few beers in my life made me vomit. And I got it all down. I drank it all. I was like, I drank it all. And I lay down, and then later on, I was like, uh-oh. My body was like, I ain't digesting this. And I was just like, here we go. I feel sick now. I was like, oh, man. I felt better after it. Anyway, I don't want to get too grim, and disgusting in the description. But that Earthquake 12%. Oh. But the standard was the 12%. I mean, the 10%. But I don't think nobody bought it. They bought it once. Like, even the hobos on the street say, yeah, I'm trying to get lit up. They bought it, but they were like, oh, hell no. I'll get lit up with Old English 800, which is like 1,000 times better. 8%, 6%, 5.9. Yeah, so Hector, that's good news if the Earthquake is gone from your town. Craft Beer-tastic. Hey, thanks for watching. I think almost all beers these days should be consumed fresh, unless it's Dogfish Head 120 minute or something similar. Yeah, and I had my DF H120 fresh. It was hot. People kept saying, it's hot. It's hot. What do you think I'm drinking? So, I mean, hot is like nothing to me. You know, hot is like normal. So I wanted it hot, fresh with a lot of action. And I had it hot, fresh with a lot of action. And I loved it. Too strong, wouldn't buy it again. 17% alcohol? No. Or 20%, whatever it was. I couldn't drink it, you know. But it was good. It was beautiful flavor. I tried cellaring beer before, and it was a waste of space. They all just tasted stale in the end. Yeah, that's my experience. Yeah, I'll never do it again. Never. FD said, I'm thinking we are going back to 1988 with the Bengals versus the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Well, you could be right. 37 seconds. That's how close they were. They couldn't. I remember watching that game. It was in 1989, really, January 89. And I was thinking, I said 37 seconds. That should be plenty. I remember thinking this watching. I said, that should be plenty enough time for Joe Montana and the 49ers. Well, it was, of course. And I said, this is the greatest Super Bowl ever, you know, because usually they're so terrible to watch. You'd be falling asleep in the first quarter. But I would like to see a repeat of the 1981 season, Bengals versus 49ers. 1988, Bengals versus 49ers. 2022, but I would like to see a change like the Bengals winning this time. But those were classics. I have to admit, even 1981, 82 in the Pontiac Silverdome, it was a classic because it was that fourth down, you know, that goal line stand on 4 downs. They held them once, they held them twice, they held them the third time, held them the fourth time. They couldn't get through the line, kept trying to run it. It was amazing. I was watching that game. It was so cold, you know. Right, 88 season, but in 89, right, yep. What a game. What a game. Usually they're so bad, you know. But last chance, if you want to see what I bought today, I'll always show you one bottle because I bought a good deal more than one bottle. But I'll show you what I bought today. If not, we'll just move along. But I got a good deal on it. I think I got a good deal. So if you want to see what I bought going once, if you want to see what I bought going twice, no, don't ever give Joe Montana 37 seconds because you will lose. I saw Joe Montana once in New Orleans, literally on Common Street. I saw him. I was leaving the church, Immaculate Conception, a beautiful church. If you ever go to New Orleans, you got to see that. It's amazing. And I was looking, I said, that's Joe Montana, because his son used to play for Tulane University. He wasn't really that good of a quarterback, but he tried. He was in college. You know, he wanted to be like his father, so he played college football. And we were rooting for him because, you know, Joe Montana's son. But he couldn't make it. But it was just Joe Montana walking down the street, you know, with his hair like that little thing. But I would never stop him and say, oh, you're Joe Montana. I would never do that. I would just like, oh, okay. I don't bother people. A Notre Dame boy, right? The Cotton Bowl over Arkansas, right? No. I'm talking about 1979. Yeah, right? Okay, but anyway, the great comeback game. I knew somebody was there. I wouldn't have been in that cold. I don't care how much I like Notre Dame or the other team. All right, here's what I bought. Jose Cuervo Especial. You say, oh, no, not that. Oh, yeah, that. This is a handle. Well, it was cheaper to get the handle. You say, well, $33.99 is not cheaper than 18 something. It is cheaper per ounce. And I was intending to deal with this for many years because Jose Cuervo, you know, I was thinking Jose Cuervo is the #1 selling tequila in the world, and I haven't addressed it. And that's not good. I'm doing like Shablip tequila and, you know, Davos tequila and Belmopan tequila. All these people say, I never heard of this stuff. And I'm like, I know, I got a deal on it. They want to, and, you know, you get about 10 people to watch the video, but most people want to see this. So I was like, I got to do it. So I got it $33.99 plus tax. So this is one of the classics. So I bought it. It'll last, well, my lifetime, really, when you consider how much I consume. So I did get the gold, but I didn't want to show it. I want to kind of like, I got both handles, silver and gold. I checked everywhere. The price, that was the cheapest price per ounce. And I said, I got to buy it. So get ready for Jose Cuervo gold and silver coming up like a flower. And then I got better than that. I got more than that, but I'm going to show you all in the upcoming videos. You'll be like, oh, yeah. The 78 Cotton Bowl upset versus Texas. Oh, yeah. I think it was January 79, but yeah, it was so cold. Ooh, the comeback kid. Yeah, that was where he got famous, and he went to the 49ers. It was so bad at first, but they were building, and you could see they were going to get better. All right, anyway, so that's it. Jose Cuervo Especial, the famous Jose Cuervo tequila. Yeah, $33.99 for this big old bottle. 10 years ago, it'd probably been $22.99. But that's then. This is now. All right. Thanks, everybody. Y'all take care now.